In a world where having power is really important, being good at seducing people can help you in lots of ways. But don't worry, you can also learn how to seduce and get what you want, just like Ayanokoji. If you want to learn more about seduction, a book I would recommend is The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene. Now let's get straight to the topic and not waste any time. Getting really good at observing is a super useful skill for convincing and manipulation. Ayanokoji is really good at noticing things around him, and this gives him a special advantage. It helps him figure out the complicated patterns of how people behave with great accuracy. Body language serves as a window into the subconscious, revealing hidden thoughts and emotions that words alone cannot convey. By paying close attention to body language, you can figure out how comfortable, interested, or intentional someone is, helping you adjust how you interact with them. Tone of voice is another crucial element to decode in the art of observation. The way they change their tone, how high or low their voice is, and how fast or slow they talk all give hints about how they're feeling and what they're trying to communicate. Ayanokoji is really good at picking up on these subtle changes in how people talk, which helps him figure out if they're being honest, how sure of themselves they are, and what they're really after. By paying careful attention to how someone sounds when they talk, you can figure out what they're really trying to say and adjust how you interact with them to build a better connection and have more influence. Little signs that many people miss can tell us a lot about how someone thinks and feels. These signs can be tiny facial expressions or movements that people don't realize they're making. They show what someone is really thinking, even if they're trying to hide it. If you practice paying attention to these signs, you can figure out what really drives someone and what they're afraid of. Knowing what someone wants and what they're afraid of is really important when you're trying to make them like you. If you take the time to understand them deeply, you can figure out why they do what they do. Ayanokoji is really good at this, whether he's appealing to what they dream about or using their worries against them. Understanding what drives them helps him easily get their attention and make them do what he wants. Creating a sense of mystery and fascination is like enchanting people, pulling them towards you with an irresistible charm. Ayanokoji, with his mysterious personality, easily grabs the attention of his friends, leaving them spellbound by the mystery around him. To be like Ayanokoji in this, you have to get comfortable with things being unclear and use it to make an impact. Instead of showing everyone exactly what you're up to, keep some mystery around you. Give people just a peek into who you really are. This mysterious way of doing things makes others super curious and drives them to uncover what's really going on. It's important to find the right mix of sharing and keeping things private. While you want to seem mysterious, don't become too distant or disconnected and end up looking like a weirdo. Share a bit about yourself now and then so people can see a glimpse of what's going on inside. These moments of openness can make your connections stronger, going beyond just surface-level relationships. In simple words, when you keep people unsure about what you'll do next, you're in charge of how things go when you're with them. It's like being the one who controls a puppet show, deciding how fast it goes and where it goes. And you also make people interested in you because they can't figure you out completely. Emotions serve as the driving force behind human behavior, influencing decisions and actions in profound ways. Ayanokoji understands how people think and feel really well. He knows that feelings can control what people do and think. So he uses this knowledge to control how people see things and what they do to get what he wants. Flattery means saying nice things to make someone feel good. Ayanokoji tells people what they want to hear, making them feel special and important. By doing this, he makes them like him and want to be around him more. He's very clever about it, using compliments and subtle actions to win people over. Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another, is another key component of Ayanokoji's seductive tactics. He shows he truly cares about their problems and dreams, which makes them trust him and feel close to him. By really listening and showing empathy, he makes them feel like they're on the same team, which helps him win their loyalty. Fear, perhaps the most primal of human emotions, can be wielded as a potent weapon of manipulation. Ayanokoji knows how to make people scared, so he can control them. He uses their weaknesses and fears to make them do what he wants. He might scare them subtly or make them doubt themselves. This makes them rely on him and do what he says. In the intricate realm of seduction, patience and persistence are really important for winning them over. Ayanokoji's approach exemplifies the art of playing the long game, understanding that true mastery is not achieved overnight, but through sustained effort and unwavering determination. Imagine this. Ayanokoji carefully watches his target, figuring out what they're good at, what they're not so good at, and what they really want. Instead of jumping into action right away, he waits and plans things out, getting ready to win in the end. He understands that impatience can be a fatal flaw, leading to hasty decisions and missed opportunities. Being patient helps Ayanokoji deal with people smoothly and accurately. He knows that friendships and romantic relationships need time to grow naturally. By being patient, he gains the trust and loyalty of the people he wants to be close to, becoming someone they can rely on and seek advice from. But just being patient isn't the whole story. What really pushes Ayanokoji to succeed is his persistence. He sticks to his goals no matter what, even when things get tough. Like a skilled chess player, he anticipates his opponent's moves and adjusts his strategy accordingly, always one step ahead of the game. Being really good at seducing people takes a lot of hard work and never giving up. Ayanokoji shows this by putting all his effort into what he wants and never accepting anything that's not perfect. He knows he might not always succeed, but he believes that if he keeps trying hard and stays strong, he can handle any problem that comes up. Ayanokoji's mastery in maintaining control and manipulating perception is a cornerstone of his success in the art of seduction. To be as good as him, you need to realize how important it is to make others think and act the way you want them to by controlling what they see. Perception is subjective, shaped by a multitude of factors including one's past experiences, biases, and the information presented to them. Ayanokoji recognizes this fundamental truth and strategically employs tactics to mold perception in his favor. One key strategy is to seem confident and sure of yourself. Ayanokoji always acts like he knows what he's doing, making people trust and admire him. When he speaks and acts with confidence, he makes others think he's skilled and dependable. Furthermore, Ayanokoji adeptly guides the narrative to shape the perception of himself and those around him. He carefully controls the flow of information, selectively revealing or concealing details to manipulate others' interpretations of events. By framing situations in a manner that aligns with his objectives, he steers perceptions to his advantage. In simple terms, mastering the art of controlling and manipulating perception requires a keen understanding of human psychology and behavior. It involves the strategic use of communication, body language, and interpersonal dynamics to shape how others perceive you and the world around them. By getting better at these abilities, you can have a big effect on how things turn out when you deal with others and reach your goals. How people see things is important, and when you have a lot of influence, you need to be careful about how you use it. Remember that knowledge is a double-edged sword. Wield it with responsibility and ethical considerations. Don't forget to show your support by hitting that like button, sharing your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribing for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and may your path be filled with success and fulfillment.